So someone asked the question, why is it I've had my hip operation 4 weeks ago, when I first get up it's really stiff? How do I get that moving? So I posted a few comments, but I thought I'd show you and explain to you why, because once we know the reasons why, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So if you think, like, if you cut your finger and you can see a cut on your hand and you can see the crust, and you know sometimes that feels tight when you first move it, think about how that feels for your muscles. So 4 weeks, 90 days is a good turnover time for muscles. But 4 weeks is sometimes not long enough for the deep healing. So the scar tissue might have healed on the outside, but the deeper healing can take anywhere up to 6 months. What we have to think about is not only do we cut muscle, but we also cut fascia. So fascia binds the muscle together, and sometimes the fascia becomes knotted and tight. And the fascia acts a little bit like toffee, okay? So it's very challenging to move, and you need to warm it in order to let it move a little bit and let it release. Now the fascia runs through your body a bit like a Spider-Man suit, which is quite cool, isn't it? And it moves in like spirals, okay? So I love making breads. Anybody else like making bread? So when you're making bread and you need the dough so that you can get that dough to be a little bit more elastic, you need to think about applying that same kind of thing to the fascia around the scar tissue. But listen, because it's a Spider-Man suit, you need to move your upper body as well, because if you think it's tight and pulling here, you have a corresponding pull somewhere else. So if you've had hip here, you might find pain in this area or even in this shoulder. So there's a couple of things that you can do. Number one, you can use friction. All right, so you can use the heel of your hand, rub the area, warm it up. So remember, you want it warm and you want it moving before you start to go. Because can you imagine that first step, that big step, that's when it's going to go, oh, okay? And when the body goes into that stretch and it doesn't like it, it sends a signal to contract the muscle, okay? Same thing happens when we overstretch. So you don't want to irritate that signal to begin with. Really helps for you to talk to your muscle and say, we're going to move now. All right, so the brain's already thinking, oh, okay, the hip's going to move. Let's think about this area. So you can warm it up like this. You can use your Pilates ball, which is absolutely fantastic. You can sit with the ball here, okay, on a chair. And what you want to do is to move your